This is Chris Lewis from AAAFx taking a look at the Euro-Swiss pair. I actually looked at this recently, been paying attention to the British pound Swiss franc, the dollar Swiss franc. And it's interesting the price action that we got during the day. We really took off, but then turned right back around. And at this point, I think you need to wait to see if we find support. We are right here at the 200-day EMA, so it's an area that people are going to be paying attention to. Now, when you trade this pair, you have to remember it doesn't trade in a vacuum. Take a look at the British pound against the Swiss franc. You can see very similar. The US dollar against the Swiss franc, very similar. However, keep in mind, when it comes to the franc, this is the big one. 85% of Switzerland's exports end up in the EU, so that has a lot to do with it. Most traders believe that the Swiss National Bank might be one of the first to cut rates, and if that does end up being the case, then the Swiss franc gets a little bit of a beating for it. I'm paying close attention to this to see if we do get a pullback and a bounce. I'd be very interested in this trend line and a recovery. Then I might be willing to go long again. If we can break above the top of the shooting star for the day, that also is very bullish, and I think it opens up a move to 0.97. I don't really want to short this pair, although, clearly it's been in a downtrend for some time, but we're so oversold at this point that I think that the real risk to reward setup is to the upside. That's going to be especially true if the S&B does end up loosening quicker than the other banks. Right now, it looks very likely that might be the case.
AAAFx, triple